You know, Mother Nature, it's nice to be outside, but meeting all these new people and experiencing life has really made me realize something. When you get older, you only love a few things. Sometimes, you might only love one. Welcome to the collection. Alright, hello everyone and welcome back to another review. Long time no see. But hey, it's been a wild week, and I was like, you know what? I'm buying all this stuff. As you saw in that awesome intro, I took a break from getting these figures, but I broke the cycle. Alright, I had to, I'm sorry. But today we're looking at the Age of the Primes Sideways, Armada Sideways, of course, because I can only legally review Armada figures now. But first, let's take a look at that box. Alright, and here's that box I promised. It is super dusty. It was kind of dusty when I got it, weirdly enough. Like the inside was very dusty. But I actually really like the art for this guy. Some of the art kind of, I know it's not AI. I mean, they even credit like who's doing it, and sometimes they'll live stream them doing it. But it looks a little AI-y sometimes. But this art looks really, really good in my opinion. Back of the box, they don't advertise the head swapping gimmick, which is interesting. But they do have the names, the correct names of the minicons, which I appreciate. Actually didn't even realize that until filming this. There it is. And to the recycling you go. So right off the bat, we're going to start in vehicle mode because honestly, I kind of prefer doing that, even though I'm not going to show you how to get to robot to vehicle mode, which is maybe why you came here. I don't know. I like to do this. We're going to take this piece off just for now. And yeah, it's a super nice bike, big chunky bike. Kind of reminds me of something you might find in Transformers Animated, my beloved. Whatever. Yeah, looks really good. It rolls super well. Oh, shit. Everyone's been pointing that out, that this thing rolls like an absolute beast. Like, it would be a fun toy to play with. And here you have your little driver mirror, and he looks pretty good. Really nice head paint. I will say that the kickstand is permanently out, which is kind of weird, but it's better than not having a kickstand at all. Overall, it's a pretty good vehicle mode. But let's take a look at this guy. But there he is. Pretty cool. Very articulated for a little mini con. But as I'm sure you know, he actually can transform. It's not just a clever name, Transformers. You can split him in half, and he becomes two mini cons. Okay, real quick, let's talk about my least favorite part of the set, and that is the really bad parts forming. I kind of like parts forming sometimes, when it's like a guy has a big shield and it becomes, part of the cockpit or whatever. I don't like this. This is no bueno. But what you want to do is split this. So let's start with crosswise here. So you're going to want to flip the legs around. Flip that down. And then put that on. And there is crosswise. The Decepticon head. Totally not the Autobot head. He's pretty cool. I believe he does not have any paint apps on the eyes. But pretty cool little dude right there. And then Rook is a little bit more simple. You just flip that head back like that. and then snap the legs on. I don't know why they put way more effort into Rook, or at least it feels like to me. But his sculpting's a little bit cooler, more paint here, and then his eyes are actually painted, which I did not realize. I've had this figure for like a week. I did not realize that until last night. All right, now let's transform the main event here. How do I want to do this? Let's unpeg the arms from down there. Let's take apart the seat here. Yeah, I just don't know anything about the legs. It's your standard combine your wars garbage. It's not back here. So the arms, unpeg the wheels, lift this contraption up, turn it around, and let's flip the head up, and then place the chest like that. There's a little bug flying around. Oops. All right, and there's the boy all transformed. Let's plop him down and zoom out a little bit. Why don't we? Yes, I know my screen is very convincing, but here he is all transformed. And I don't have much to say about the transformation. It's pretty fun. It's pretty faithful to the original. A few slight tolerance issues, as many people have expressed. This arm in particular, his right arm, just pops out like crazy. I don't know why. This arm is better. It doesn't do that. And then, real quick, I kind of like to, even though you're supposed to have them like this, I kind of like to splay them out, like a little bit, like that much. And again, tolerance issues back here. These are on little 5mm ports, and they pop out like nobody's business. Their pullout game is crazy. Now I can't. Yeah, he looks pretty great, honestly. Those first pictures that they showed where he was holding his little guns like batons, I can't even fit it in there. And I don't know, those early pictures looked rough. And a lot of the product pictures I did not like very much. But in hand, yeah, he's pretty cool. He's pretty cool. Some waffling, but not too bad. All right, so I'm not going to talk about articulation that much because it's honestly really boring to talk about for me. Just know that this guy has pretty good articulation. He can do most things you want him to do. I will point out credit to that toy guy, all right? I'm not going to take credit for this. Always cite your sources, kids. But if you untransform his leg, you can get a really nice double bend in there, and you can do some fun stuff with that. Thanks, that toy guy. His head is it's a little off model. They kind of made it a little more wide. It's like a freaking cylinder in the show. Well, this head's barely in the show, but the original toy, you know what I mean. Another weird thing is there's no hole in his gun, so you can't put any blast effects or anything. Honestly, that seems like a bit of an oversight or something. Let's start with a Rook here. So you're going to want to take the legs off. And I really wish you could push his arms up, because it's like his antlers should be up here, but instead they start way down here, which I think looks pretty chopped. And this is all the transformation you really need to do. Just give him his little antlers. So you want to open up his arms, fold this forward, and then you want to take this head and push it down. Put that back. Put his arms back. And then take his head. Boom. And there is his Autobot head. Totally not Decepticon head. Totally not an animation error. But yeah, he looks pretty awesome like that. Kind of dark and twisted. I really like the paint they have. The dark kind of gunmetal gray paint for his mask, and that vibrant red for his eyes. Look really nice. He is missing the paint up here. Honestly, it's not that bad. It kind of looks weird on the original. I don't even know why it's there. I think it's fine. And this is the head that everyone's going to use. This one's pretty darn simple. You just rotate the legs, splay the feet out like that. You can kind of style it however you want. Oh, well, now you have to do this. This is a mandatory step. You can flip his faction symbol. That's the whole gimmick of this guy, is that he's a double agent. He's actually a triple agent. He works for Unicron. But there we go. And now he has his Decepticon symbol, and yep, there he is, the boy. That's what he looks like. That's what he's gonna look like on my shelf. Some complaints. You know, I don't miss the spring-loaded gimmick too much here, especially because it's like now it can kind of be in the right spot on the windscreen and not behind the windscreen. But man, there's some inaccuracies with this head in particular, which sucks because the Rook head looks really nice, but it's like that's not the head you're gonna use. You're gonna use this head, and it's just off model, honestly. A big thing is the mask. A, it's unpainted. B, it's way too round. It's supposed to look kind of like this one, but here it's round because of this. And I really think they could have, you know, not had this look as rounded. And then I almost just want to paint this. The thighs are also supposed to be a darker color, and the shaping is just a little off because they're kind of supposed to look like stag horns, which looks really badass. But these just, I don't know, they look a bit more like big ears. But I mean, he still looks really cool. Also, the eye colors kind of inconsistent, but I think the yellow is fine, and honestly looks really good with the purple. Also, these are only on swivels, they're not on ball joints, so you can only look back and forth. You cannot look up and down. But that's basically it. I can do a size comparison, of course, because that's what we have to do. I'm going to use gift with purchase Tahu, because my original Tahu is kind of out of reach right now, / he looks really good where he is. So there he is with Tahu. Alright, well, that was my review of the brand new Age of the Primes Sideways. I really like this figure. This is actually the first Transformer that I paid full price for with the new pricing. With that new pricing, I don't know. This guy's not really worth it. I don't know. I mean, if you had to get one at the new price, I guess this guy. It's just like, I get the Armada figures, and that's kind of where I draw the line. I have to get the Armada figures. I don't know. I really don't like the new pricing. I hope they won't switch back, but some figures like Nexus Prime are the original price still, so that's nice. But yeah, I do recommend this guy. He has a few weird inaccuracies, but I mean he's awesome. He just has a really cool, badass aura, and he's a fun transformation. And I'm happy that they still have the swapping gimmick, even if it's not spring loaded anymore. At least it's there. There's a nightmare world where I don't know, this guy can't change factions, or you have to put on a sticker or something, and ugh, I hate to think about that world. Man, this guy's fun. He feels like a toy still. He's enjoyable. Yeah. I hope you liked this new video. A little more off the cuff. You know, it got kind of boring. So, I hope you like this.
Fortress Maximus has come himself. Okay, then I shall get Fortress Maximus to fight me.